Hello, welcome to how to repair a bike puncture. In this video I'm going to show you how to repair a puncture that I have on the rear wheel of my mountain bike. The first step is to gather the tools that you will need. You'll need 3 tyre levers. These are used to lift the tyre from the rim. You'll need a puncture repair kit, and in the kit is some chalk, a yellow marker crayon, some adhesive, some emery cloth and the puncture repair patches. And finally you'll need a bike pump. Step 2, you'll need to turn the bike upside down. This makes working a lot easier. Step 3, use the gear shift lever to shift the chain onto the smallest cog of the wheel. Step 4, undo the wheel quick release lever. Fold down the lever and undo until loose. Step 5, remove the wheel. Be careful when removing the chain not to damage the brake disc. Step 6, let any remaining air out of the tyre. Undo the valve and then depress it to let the air out. Step 7, use the tyre levers to lift the tyre over the rim. Use the first lever to lift the tyre over the rim and then hook the lever under a spoke. Move along the tyre a little and use a second lever to lift a little bit more of the tyre over the rim. This shows a close-up of how to get the tyre off. You hook the lever under the tyre and gently lift it over the rim. When all 3 levers are in place, the tyre should slide off quite easily. Step 8. Use the chalk to make a reference mark on the tyre and on the inner tube. These will be used later to line the two up. Step 9. Carefully pull the inner tube from out of the tyre. Step 10. Remove the valve nut. When you unscrew it, be careful not to lose it as you'll need it again when you put the tyre back together. Step 11. Pull the valve from out of the hole in the wheel rim. Step 12. Now that the tyre is out of the rim, you can inflate it to find out where the puncture is. Step 13. Find the puncture point. The easiest way to do this is to gradually move around the rim while immersing it in water and seeing where the bubbles emerge. Step 14. Dry the tube and mark the puncture spot with the yellow chalk from the puncture repair kit. Step 15. Roughen up the puncture area on the tube with the abrasive paper from the puncture repair kit. Step 16. Apply adhesive to the puncture area. Pierce the top of the adhesive tube with the lid and apply adhesive to the tube. Wait for about 1 minute until it has become tacky before applying the patch. Step 17. Fit the patch. Press the patch into place over the puncture and hold for a few seconds. Then peel off the backing paper. Step 18. Cover the area with chalk. This prevents the adhesive sticking to the inside of the tyre. There's a rough area on the puncture repair kit box which is designed to rub the chalk on. Spread the chalk all over the adhesive. Step 19. Remove the tyre from the rim. And then line up the mark you made earlier with the same mark on the inner tube. Step 20. Now that the tyre and the inner tube are lined up, go to where you put your patch and find where the puncture point is on the tyre. Step 21. Inspect the inside of the tyre at the puncture point, and here you can see the cause of my puncture is a thorn that's gone straight through the tyre rim. Also check the remainder of the tyre by rubbing your fingers around the inside of the tyre wall. In this case I found a second thorn, but it hadn't caused a puncture. Step 22. Fit the tyre back onto the wheel rim. Be careful because the tyre has to rotate in the right direction. This is marked on the tyre wall. So first of all, drop the wheel into the tyre and then gradually slide the rim, the tyre rim, over the wheel rim. Step 23. Pump a little air into the inner tube. The purpose of this is to inflate the inner tube a little bit so that when you put it inside the tyre it doesn't get pinched. Step 24. Insert the valve into the hole in the wheel rim. Step 25. Carefully insert the remainder of the inner tube inside the tyre. Be careful not to twist it or get it pinched. Step 26. Fit the tyre back onto the rim. This uses the tyre levers again and is the reverse of the process from removing it. Most of the tyre you can put on just by hand. It's the last bit you'll have to lever over the rim with the tools. Step 27. Fit the valve nut and tighten it up. Step 28. Fully inflate the tyre. Step 29. Refit the wheel. Carefully place the chain over the cogs. And then carefully insert the wheel onto the axle, making sure you don't damage the brake disc as you do so. Step 30. Tighten the quick release lever. Turn the bike upside down and that's the job done. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful. Goodbye.